They ruled the red carpet. They won Oscars. They defined an era. But off-screen, some of Hollywood's brightest stars were building something far bigger. Imagine George Clooney selling tequila for hundreds of millions. Picture The Rock turning charisma into a global empire. And wait until you see the fortune. At number one, it's measured in billions. So here's the real question. When fame fades, who survives? Hollywood has always been the land of dreams. But for these stars, the dream didn't end with the spotlight. They flipped fame into power, and power into billion-dollar businesses. In this countdown, we'll reveal 12 icons who reinvented themselves, actors, models, and musicians who traded the stage for the boardroom. From fashion lines that rewrote pop culture to liquor brands that cashed out for jaw-dropping deals, each story builds higher than the last. Stay with us, because when we reach number one, you'll see how a single star became an empire and changed the meaning of success forever. Nicole Richie, she began as a television personality the world didn't always take seriously. But Nicole Richie had a plan most people never saw coming. In 2008, she launched House of Harlow 1960. What started as a jewelry line quickly grew into a lifestyle brand, clothing, accessories, even home decor. Her designs carried a distinct voice, vintage, bold, and unapologetically hers. And people listened. Fashion insiders praised her creativity. Shoppers turned her name into a trusted label. Recognition followed. Nicole was honored as Entrepreneur of the Year. Not bad for someone once known only as a Hollywood socialite. Today, House of Harlow 1960 continues to expand online, in boutiques and in collaborations that reach new audiences. Nicole proved that reinvention is not only possible, it's powerful. And if she transformed perception into a thriving fashion brand, our next icon turned reality television fame into a cocktail empire worth millions. 11. Bethenny Frankel. She entered the spotlight through The Real Housewives of New York City. For many, reality television was the end of the story. For Bethenny Frankel, it was only the beginning. In 2009, she launched Skinny Girl Cocktails, a low-calorie margarita with a simple idea: indulgence without guilt. The product exploded. Shelves emptied. The name became a movement. Just 2 years later, she sold the brand for over $100 million. One of the fastest celebrity-to-business success stories in Hollywood history. But Bethenny didn't stop. She expanded into books, media, and philanthropy. Her business mind turned every opportunity into momentum. Today, her net worth is estimated at $80 million. Proof that a reality star can become a real entrepreneur. And if Bethenny turned cocktails into fortune, the next icon transformed supermodel fame into a production empire that conquered television. Tyra Banks. She ruled the runway in the 1992nd, one of the first black supermodels to achieve global fame. But Tyra Banks wasn't content to just walk in designer clothes. She built bankable productions, and from it came America's Next Top Model. What began as a simple modeling competition grew into a global franchise. Dozens of seasons, international spin-offs, millions of fans. Tyra also launched Tyra Beauty, showing her drive to merge empowerment with business. And she even taught a branding course at Stanford, sharing her knowledge with future leaders. Her net worth climbed to around $90 million. A reminder that vision and courage can turn the runway into a boardroom. And if Tyra built her empire through television, our next star transformed motherhood into a billion-dollar brand that redefined everyday living. Jessica Alba. She was a Hollywood favorite in the early 2000s. Fantastic Four. Sin City, red carpets, blockbusters. But Jessica Alba wanted something lasting. In 2011, she co-founded The Honest Company, a brand focused on safe, eco-friendly products for families. What began as a personal mission as a mother became a nationwide movement. Parents trusted it. Investors backed it. And by 2015, the company reached a valuation of $1.7 billion. Jessica's stake turned her into a powerful voice in business. Not just an actress, but a founder who changed an industry. Today, her fortune sits near $100 million. Proof that authenticity sells and that motherhood can inspire empire. And if Jessica built her success around health and family, our next star used lifestyle and wellness to spark one of the most talked about brands in Hollywood. Gwyneth Paltrow, an Oscar-winning actress. A face of elegance in Hollywood. But Gwyneth Paltrow's greatest role wasn't on screen, it was in business. In 2008, she founded Goop. It began as a simple lifestyle newsletter. Recipes, wellness tips, travel ideas. Soon, it became a full-scale brand. Skincare, supplements, fashion, even luxury retreats. The name Goop turned into a global conversation. Critics questioned it. Fans embraced it. And the company grew to a valuation in the hundreds of millions. Today, Gwyneth's personal fortune is around $150 million. She proved that lifestyle itself can be a business if you're bold enough to own it. And if Gwyneth built a wellness empire, our next star turned tequila into one of the most profitable celebrity ventures of all time. Number 7. George Clooney. For decades, he's been Hollywood's leading man. Charismatic, charming, timeless. But George Clooney's sharpest role was behind the bar. In 2013, he and two friends launched Casamigos Tequila. At first, it wasn't about profit. They just wanted a tequila smooth enough to drink themselves. Word spread. Sales soared. Soon, Casamigos was one of the fastest-growing tequila brands in the world. Then came the deal. In 2017, Diageo purchased Casamigos for up to $1 billion. Clooney's share? Hundreds of millions. With that move, he stepped from actor to entrepreneur. From Hollywood icon to boardroom mogul. His fortune now sits at around $200, $250 million. Proof that authenticity and good taste can rewrite your legacy. And if George Clooney turned tequila into gold, our next icon built $500 million through muscle, movies, and politics. 6. Arnold Schwarzenegger. He came to America with little more than a dream. A bodybuilder from Austria. 7-time Mr. Olympia. But Arnold Schwarzenegger wasn't just flexing muscles. He was building wealth. Early in his career, he invested in real estate, apartment buildings, commercial properties. Those moves made him a millionaire before The Terminator even hit theaters. Then came Hollywood blockbusters, then politics, and always business on the side. He launched Oak Productions, producing films that kept him in control. He founded the Arnold Sports Festival, one of the world's largest fitness events. By 2025, his fortune reached about $450 million. Proof that discipline doesn't just win trophies, it builds empires. And if Arnold turned strength into fortune, our next star turned charisma into a global brand worth nearly $1 billion. Number 5. Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson. He electrified arenas as a wrestler. He conquered box offices as an actor. But Dwayne Johnson's greatest win came in business. He co-founded 7 Bucks Productions, the engine behind many of his biggest films. He launched Terramana Tequila, a brand that skyrocketed in sales worldwide. Industry insiders predict it could one day rival Clooney's Casamigos. He didn't stop there. Johnson also revived the XFL Football League, turning sports into another playground for his ambition. And with his partnership with Under Armour, the Project Rock fitness line became a global hit. By 2025, his fortune soared to around $800 million, all built on charisma, consistency, and relentless drive. He's not just The Rock. He's a one-man empire. And if Johnson's empire proves the power of branding, our next star used humor and sharp strategy to build a fortune that nearly tops his. Ryan Reynolds. Quick wit, sharp charm, a knack for timing both on screen and in business. Ryan Reynolds redefined what it means to be a modern entrepreneur. He bought into aviation gin and didn't just endorse it. He became the face of the brand, writing ads, starring in campaigns, making it unforgettable. By 2020, Diageo acquired aviation for $610 million. Reynolds walked away with a massive payday. Then came Mint Mobile, a budget phone carrier he turned into a household name with the same playful marketing. In 2023, T-Mobile acquired it in a deal worth $1.35 billion. His personal share? Estimated at over $300 million. And beyond business, he co-owns Wrexham AFC, a small Welsh soccer club now loved worldwide, thanks to his storytelling touch. By 2025, Reynolds' fortune approached $850 million. Proof that humor, when paired with strategy, can build empires. And if Reynolds turned comedy into capital, our next mogul built an entire empire on music, fashion, and spirits, crossing the billion-dollar mark. Number 3. Sean Combs. Diddy. He began as a hustler in the music world, producer, rapper, visionary. But Sean Diddy Combs turned that hustle into a billion-dollar business. His biggest play? Ciroc Vodka. Diddy didn't just put his name on the bottle, he transformed the brand. Through clever marketing and cultural influence, Ciroc became a symbol of luxury nightlife. Then came De Leon Tequila. Then Sean John Fashion. And later, Revolt Television, his own media company. Each move added another stream of income. Each brand carried his stamp of style and ambition. By 2025, his fortune hit around $1 billion. Not just music money, business empire money. Diddy proved that hip-hop could be more than beats and lyrics. It could be boardrooms, brands, and billion-dollar valuations. And if Diddy's story shows the power of reinvention, our next icon proves that sports legends can turn championships into generational wealth. Number 2. Magic Johnson. On the court, he was a legend. 5 NBA championships. A smile that defined Showtime basketball. But Magic Johnson's greatest legacy came after basketball. Through Magic Johnson Enterprises, he invested where others refused to look. Movie theaters in underserved neighborhoods. Partnerships with Starbucks that brought premium coffee to new communities. Real estate projects that reshaped urban centers. He didn't just create profit, he created access. And in doing so, he built a model for socially conscious business. Johnson later joined ownership groups for the Los Angeles Dodgers, the Sparks, and even NFL franchises. Sports, real estate, entertainment. His portfolio now stretches across industries. By 2025, his net worth passed $1.2 billion. Proof that vision and community can build wealth that lasts for generations. And if Magic Johnson showed how sports can build an empire, our number 1 took media power and turned it into the most inspiring fortune in Hollywood. Oprah Winfrey. She rose from poverty in Mississippi. She faced hardship, rejection, and doubt. But Oprah Winfrey turned struggle into the foundation of a global empire. Her talk show became the most successful in television history. But Oprah didn't just host it, she owned it. Through Harpo Productions, She controlled her brand and her profits. Then came the Oprah Winfrey Network, OWN. Investments in Weight Watchers. Partnerships in film, books, and streaming. Her influence became so powerful, it earned a name. The Oprah Effect. When she recommended a product, it sold out. When she told a story, millions listened. By 2025, her fortune reached $2.6 billion. The richest self-made woman in entertainment. More than a star. More than a brand. Oprah became an empire. And from Nicole Richie's fashion house to Oprah's media dynasty, these icons proved one truth. In Hollywood, fame can fade. But if you're bold enough, fortune lasts forever. From reality stars to Oscar winners. From athletes to media icons. These 12 names proved that Hollywood fame is only the beginning. They used recognition as fuel. They turned creativity into companies. They built brands that will outlive the spotlight. It's the rise of the celebrity entrepreneur where red carpets lead to boardrooms. And fame becomes fortune. So tell us, which of these stories surprised you the most? And who do you think will be the next Hollywood billionaire? Stay tuned for more untold journeys in Echoes of Hollywood. Because in this world, legacies echo long after the lights go down.